Okay, now looking at this circle, I need to learn a few new names. The first one is called this thing. Okay, so what is this thing called? What, and then we say what? So this thing, that thing, like quite strange. Oh, let me try and color it. This thing refer to the green thing, but thing. If you say thing a lot of times, then we are confused. So what is this called? Start with S. Anyone? Semicircle close. Semicircle is when, thank you. The first slide, thank you. Semicircle is when this line actually goes to the center, then it's called semicircle. But if it's not cutting the center, then this is called segment. Okay? But if this is a segment, then the big one is also called a segment. So we have to differentiate between the two segments. We have to differentiate the two segments. Yan Ting got a good question. What exactly is a segment? Okay, segment is any straight line that cut across a circle. Didn't think you are copying, right? Okay, I add the word area in front. So segment equals to the area form when a straight line cut across a circle. Okay, cut across a circle. So if I zoom out, I will zoom out when you're finished copying. If you take a highlighter, you want to color the segment. Where do you color? Can you color your segment? I color, you color, then we compare. And I zoom out. You color already? Color the segment. I want to color the green segment in a color. So can you color your segment now? You scared wrong. Can I show you the answer? You are still copying. Segment equals to area. Segment equals to area form when a straight line cut across a circle. So do you have this? Yes? So this is called a segment. Then what is the pink color thing called? Pink color also segment, right? So this is called what? Another segment. But very not pro, right? Very not pro, right? If we say this is called this segment, that one called that segment. So we add two names to it. Start with M. One is called minor, one is called major. So give a guess which one is minor. Yeah, so obvious, right? So this is actually called a minor segment. What about the bottom one? Major. What do you mean by major, minor? Major means the bigger one. Minor means the smaller one. Okay? So we learn two things. We learn what is called a segment. Now, then I want to call that line, I want to call that special line that cut across this thing, this circle, this divider. So we learn segment. And the second thing I want you to learn is start with the word C. So this special line, there's a line to it. It's called a C. Those in band, choir, chord. Okay, it's called a chord. Don't ask me why. Strange, right? So it's called a chord. So this chord actually cuts through a circle, and we can go through the second diagram. So this is a line. Okay. Now, since someone mentioned semicircle, can you tell me what's the difference between a segment and a semicircle? Semicircle, is it a line? Is it cut through a circle? So semicircle and segment, is it the same? Which one is bigger? Semicircle or the minor segment? Semicircle. Which one is smaller? Major segment or semicircle? Again, which one is smaller? Major segment or semicircle? Semicircle. What is this special thing about semicircle? It passes through the middle. Very good. What does the middle of the circle called? You all always call the middle of circle, or you all call the center. You all call before. So diameter is actually a special line. Diameter is a special chord that passes through the center of the circle. Can follow? Okay. So I want you to put a star at the bottom. A diameter is a special. Are you all taking down? Diameter is a special chord that passes through the center or circle. I repeat, diameter is a center chord, special chord that passes through the center of the circle. No. Is this called a diameter? No. Why? Does it pass through the center? No. Now, on this circle, you want to help me indicate where is the center. Suggest where is the center. There, slightly below. Very good. And the center is always usually named as O. So, is this a diameter? No. Why? Diameter must what? Pass through the center. So, if I draw a line, that passes through the center, is this called diameter? Yes. Understand now? Okay. Now, next one. I scroll up a bit. Figure number 2. Now, so this case now, I have a thing. So, do you want to help me? What is this called? It's also S, but it's not segment now. This one look like Pac-Man, right? Okay, help me leave a space. Behind you write sector. And I think you want to color it. Very good. The space is called major. So this is called major sector. And of course the small one. Thank you, Matthew. It's called a minor. It's called a minor sector. Thank you. What about the center thing? Now I have an O already. It's a straight line that touches. It's a straight line that touches the edge of the circle. R. R stands for? Thank you. Radius. What's the relationship between radius and diameter? Half the diameter. Very good. So you want to put a star. You want to write down diameter equals to 2 times radius. Okay? So while you're copying, I'm writing down the things that we learned today. We learned about sector, chord, and radius. So that you know what we are doing today lah. Okay. Now, what about this ARC? What does ARC means? Is any portion of the circumference. Alright, so this arc is very special. This arc refers to any portion of the circumference. Now, what's the opposite of circumference? What does circumference mean? The outside. So I want to use a word that you all learned before. It's called the perimeter. So can you suggest to me arc? This arc, what's the unit? Is it cm square or cm? It is cm. So this unit is usually cm or meter or kilometer. It's not the square one. Okay. Now, so what does this mean? Arc AXMY, arc XMY is called the what arc? Major. So it's because it's a big arc, and then X and Y, this thing is called a minor arc. Okay? Oh, diameter because it's the whole thing, right? So it's 2 times the radius, right? So for example, radius is half. For example, if the radius is 4 cm, what's the diameter? 8. Okay? It's like that. Alright. Turn to the next page. Let's continue. Okay, let's start with the first one. Circumference of a circle. What is it? Oh, forgot liao. Who can help me? I also forget liao. Pi r square. Okay. Let's look at pi r square. Now, what is r again? Radius. So, if I look at the unit, this is cm times cm. This is cm square. Suggest cm square is area or perimeter? Area. So, circumference is not pi r square. So, what is it? 2 pi r, or sometimes people like to use pi d. Can zoom in the unit? Can. Is it better? So, I want you to remember. Jalat, I forgot already. Pi r square, is it circumference or area? Remember, r square means cm times cm. Cm times cm is cm square. So, this one is confirmed area. So, 2 pi r, the unit is r, cm. So, it's circumference. Diameter again cm is circumference. Okay? Now, let's start. I will finish the first circle. I pause the video, you help me complete the rest. Let's zoom in the first one. Now, this angle AOB equals to what? AOB equals to, thank you, 180. Because this is 180, right? Now, so if I want to write some angle over some angle, it will be equals to what? 180 over 360. Thank you. Which is equals to half. You all keep saying half, which is correct. So we say that the arc length AB. Okay. Now I want to emphasize on this arc length AB. Now, arc length AB usually they don't write like that. Usually they will write in terms of 3 alphabet. Why? Because I look at AB, it's confusing. Am I correct? AB, to walk from A and B, there are 3 ways. One is go up, one is go horizontal, one is go down. So usually when they say arc length, it's always A something B. So arc length, since they only write AB, can you highlight for me? AB actually refers to this thing. Or below also can. Right? Because it's a diameter. It doesn't matter. In this case, then I don't confuse you. It's on top. Why cannot go straight? Very good question. Because of the word ARC. Arc means a curve. Arc means like a rainbow or part of a center. So this arc doesn't mean a straight line. Okay? If it's straight line AB, then there's no arc. So go on. Now, how do I find this special arc? How do I find the length? Can I use ruler measure? Do you think there's a formula? So it says half times the circumference. Does it make sense? Circumference is the whole thing. Since this is half of it, I'll take half. But can you tell me how does the half come from? Where does the half come from? The angle, right? Angle of 180 over 360. So fill in the blank here quickly. What is the answer here? What's the blank? 2 pi r, right? Of course, when I simplify it, I can cancel. So this becomes pi r. But it doesn't matter. The simplification is not a crucial thing here. Now what I want you to take note is always a half times the circumference of circle. That's the important thing. I pause the video here.